Welcome to this video and a short review of the new Arva Axio transceiver that we'll be stocking for winter 16-17. This is a 3 antenna digital transceiver with masking, much like many of its competitors. What differs about the Arva is the arrangement of the third antenna. All 3 antenna transceivers have 2 antennas in the horizontal plane, so kind of normally arranged crossing, one across that way and one across that way. So you have 2 antennas like that, and then the third antenna is normally in the vertical plane, upright on the side of the transceiver here. Now the performance of the transceiver in measuring depth and coping with other transceivers' awkward orientation to itself is limited by the physical size of this third antenna, which is always limited by the thickness of the case. So what Arva have done is they've put this antenna on the side here, okay, and then when you want to, and also turned it into the switch that puts you in search mode. So when you want to go into search mode, you flick that lever down like that, which puts you in search mode, and also extends the Z antenna into the correct position. And you can see that it's probably 2.5 to 3 times longer than the transceiver would be, the aerial would be, if it had to fit inside the transceiver body. So this is Arva's take on how to improve the processing and performance of the transceiver. Okay, so what they're saying is this is now a proper 3-dimensional transceiver, could search in 3 dimensions rather than 2 with a bit of depth perception. Okay, so also the good thing about the lever is not too bad to do it with one hand, but also when you're using the transceiver, there's a secondary avalanche. It's very, very easy to put the transceiver back into transmit mode. Okay, so that is the layout of the Arva Axio. It's just got the one button on the front, it's a power button on the side. So quite a simple transceiver to use and hold. Not particularly small or lightweight, but one thing I do notice about it is it's very, very loud, which is quite a good thing, I think. So I've made a video of actually this transceiver being used just on a simple test. It isn't a final production sample, so it is a prototype. So we haven't gone fully into the double transceiver test, sort of our standard test that we do in all the videos. We'll wait for a production model to do that. It's just to give you a short idea about how it works. Sorry about the focusing on the video, it is out of focus, but I think you can get the idea. So anyway, so we'll turn it on. Simply press the button and it goes through its little setup routine, very familiar, battery power, a bit of self-test, then it asks if you'd like to do a group check. There's only got one button here, this red button, so you don't press that, and after it goes. So now it's just flashing on the screen there, showing that it's in transmit mode. Also there's a green flashing light on the side there. Okay, so to go into search mode, as I said before, you just flick the antenna down, a bit difficult with one hand. Okay, then it goes into search mode. Okay, 24 meters, so I've only got one transceiver just sat in a dry bag down there. 24 meters, it's probably a fairly accurate range measurement actually, but it wants me, okay, so it's flicking around a little bit, so I'm going to head off this way. Sorry about the sun on the screen. So the measurement's going down 2010, it's just going straight forward. I'm going to deliberately go off to the left now. Okay, so it does want to correct me back to the right, that's good. Okay, now it's going off to the left a bit. So as common with a few other it is flicking around a little bit, go straight, go left, go right, but as long as you're heading in the right direction, then you don't think that really matters too much. Below 10 meters we've got a tone change. Okay, so now I'm going to go forwards, slow down a bit now. Okay, Okay, below 5 meters I've got a big graphical display, so I've lost the left and right arrows now, and I've got a crosshairs type indication. It's also offering me the mark function in the top of the screen. Okay, so I'll just go off this way a bit. 3.9, 3.2, 2.9. Big tone changes here to alert me that something's going on. 2.2, 2, 1.7, 1.5, 1.1, 1.3. Back to 1.1. No, I can't get there. Back to that 1 point. There we go. Okay, over the top of the transceiver, 1 meter, bang on for measurements. Okay, and just like most other transceivers in the market, once I'm there, it's got marked OK. To get rid of the marks on this transceiver, you have to go out of search mode and back into search mode again. That clears all the marks. Yeah, and obviously it's pretty easy to go back into transmit mode because it's a great big lever on the side of the transceiver. So that's the first look at the Arva Axio transceiver.